Okay, guys, okay, year 13s. Okay, in this video, we're looking at just some general tips and advice for tackling Mechanics 1 exam style questions for your upcoming exam on Thursday, the 20th of June, 2024. Okay, so what's my advice? My advice is very simple. Where possible and where appropriate, always draw a diagram, okay, to help you visualize and understand, okay, those worded questions, okay. So change those words, okay, into a pictorial diagram, okay, so into a picture, okay. The reason for that is because our brains can understand pictures, okay, a lot easier, okay, than reading out, yeah, like paragraphs here of like text over text over text, okay. So where possible, okay, and where appropriate, please always draw a diagram, okay, particularly, yeah, if you're looking at force diagrams, yeah, looking at force, okay. So okay, so here we are. I've got like a little box, okay, on like horizontal here, like a, yeah, like on like a ground surface, okay, or on the floor, okay. I'm gonna try and label just key forces that you might need to obviously encounter, okay, when you actually label, yeah, like your force diagram, okay. So what goes down, that's gonna be your weight. Your weight, because remember, yeah, your weight is mass times gravity, okay. Now, generally in maths, okay, in maths, yeah, we take gravity to be 9.8 or 9.81 or 10, okay, depending on your exam board. But in general, we take gravity to be approximately 9.8, okay, for that, okay, meters per second, okay, or second squared, okay. Now, what goes above, well, that what we call, yeah, our up thrust, okay, so I'll leave it as UT, so up thrust, okay, or air resistance. Obviously, it is on the ground here, but we'll call like a up thrust force, okay. I can class this as my driving force. So going forward here is the driving force, okay, and what goes back is friction, okay. So these are the forces that act on an object that either make it stationary or make it move, okay? Now, the way obviously this actually works here is obviously if the driving force is greater than friction, then it'll go in this direction, okay? And vice versa. If the friction here is bigger than the driving force here, then obviously it will go this direction, okay? So always work out here your resultant force. So F equals ma, okay. So force is mass times acceleration, okay. So remember that, yeah, for your exam, okay. So always label on all your different types of forces, okay, and you're always working in the IJ component, okay. So you're always resolving, yeah, in the IJ component. So you might be using trig, okay, SOHCAHTOA, okay, if it's at like an angle, okay, let's say you got like a little force here, okay. Obviously, make like a little triangle and use SOHCAHTOA, okay, to work out your vertical and your horizontal forces, okay, in terms of I and J. So always refer to SOHCAHTOA if it's a right angle triangle. Obviously, if it's non-right, yeah, triangle, yeah, then obviously you use the sine or cosine rule, okay. But generally speaking, you guys, yeah, we're always working with SOHCAHTOA from GCSE Maths Trig. Okay, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so these are the key forces, okay, that will act on an object that will obviously make it stationary or make it move, okay, at a constant rate, okay, or at a steady rate, okay, so increasing rate, okay. So again, okay, so always for, yeah, force, okay, so resultant force, yeah, resultant force is mass times acceleration, okay. And it doesn't matter which direction you take as like the forward motion, okay. because yeah, your answer, yeah, obviously if it becomes negative, then it means yeah, you're going yeah in the opposing direction, and if it's positive, then you're going yeah in direction yeah, they actually label it yeah right at the beginning, okay. But these are my little key tips, yeah, for answering those trickier or those nasty or those worded questions that look at force diagrams. Okay, so always, 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 if in doubt, draw a picky. Okay, so draw a picture if in doubt. Okay, draw a diagram because our brains can visualize things, yeah, and understand more from a diagram than reading like you like text here over and over and over again. Okay, but that is my tip here. Okay, for Mechanics 1 exam. Okay, I hope that's been useful. If it has, please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye for now. Take care. All the best, folks.